Now, live, NBC 10 News at 11.
We begin tonight with a developing story. Mysterious fumes have sickened at least 7 people in an exclusive housing development. Authorities believe the victims inhaled an insecticide, but firefighters can't find the source. 2 homes have been evacuated. Well, here's where this is all happening, on Windsor Drive in Lower Providence Township, Montgomery County. Right now, no one has been taken to the hospital. They're all being treated on the scene. And the fire department is on that scene investigating right now, trying to determine what the fumes are and where they came from. A police chase ends with a crash tonight in Delaware County. Chopper 10 over the scene. This is in Glen Olden. Police chased this red car down Baltimore Pike. It started in Clifton Heights and then came to an abrupt end when the red car smashed into another car in a parking lot. The driver has been taken into custody. We do not know what started the chase. Well, at the Jersey Shore, 2 men are dead tonight and a third is missing after dangerous rip currents swept through.
Maybe they shouldn't have gone in the water, but there's a lot of maybes involved here. Maybe the beach should have been closed.
The father of the missing man shares the last video of his son taken just moments before he vanished in the crashing surf. He is presumed dead, along with 2 others swept away by fierce rip currents. Tonight we have live team coverage. Doug Schimel is live in Wildwood with what happens when the lifeguards leave. And NBC 10 Chief Meteorologist Glenn Hurricane Schwartz is in the Weather Center. We're going to begin, though, tonight with Doug. Doug?
And it almost seems to be a time-honored tradition that as soon as the lifeguards leave, everybody goes hurtling into the surf. And in calmer seas, it wouldn't necessarily be that big an issue. But in the wake of this past weekend's tragedy, people have actually become just a little bit more cautious.
It's the ritual that ends the beach day when the lifeguards whistle everyone out at 5:30 and the chairs go up. And the Smith family from Virginia is done.
If it were calmer, would you guys hang out past when the lifeguards pull in at 5:30, or sometimes you stay out a little late after they
A little bit later after go back home, yeah.
But not today.
Not today.
Ben Kellett made a beeline for the churning surf.
You started to go out into the water, and what happened?
My dad whistled me in.
Why?
I don't know, because...
Lifeguards are gone?
Yeah.
When the lifeguards came off duty at 5:30, we did pull the kids back in. It's kind of hard, I know. Some of them like to keep going back in.
People continued to wade out into the waves, even after 3 friends from Philadelphia were swept away by a powerful riptide in Wildwood Saturday night, just minutes after this home video was shot. 36-year-old Ishmael Lopez drowned, and his 28-year-old brother-in-law, Juan Moore, is missing. Juan's brother David and his father, John, wanted to come to the place where Juan disappeared.
My son is missing. He's not dead. I'm thinking he might be washed up somewhere, hurt, injured. I don't know that.
The angry surf caused by a tropical storm near Bermuda triggered riptide warnings on New Jersey beaches over the weekend.
Do not enter the water unless lifeguards are on duty. It is extremely dangerous. It's deceptive.
It's just a tragedy what happened. There's nobody at fault, you know. Maybe they shouldn't have gone in the water, but there's a lot of maybes involved here. Maybe the beach should have been closed.
Well, with more on just how much longer the South Jersey coast will take a beating from these riptides, let's go to my colleague Glenn Hurricane Schwartz in the Earthwatch Weather Center. Glenn.
All right, thanks, Doug. Well, it took several days for the waves to go up. It's going to take several days for them to all go down, but at least it is starting to go down. It's all related to Bertha, still out there, still spinning around. The wind's still 70 miles an hour, creating waves and big waves, and those waves propagate out from the center in all directions, and one of those directions would be the Jersey Shore and the Delaware beaches, and that helps to create those rip currents that cause all those problems. Now, what happens when the storm is near you? Well, check out the scene from Bermuda. Tropical storm Bertha just off the coast there. Seas were rough. Boaters made sure everything was tied down tight. The winds rose to 70 miles an hour, just below hurricane strength. Schools were closed, so was the airport, and no one was allowed on the beaches. Certainly not a great time for that Bermuda vacation, especially considering the Bertha was not moving very fast, so the winds stay up there for an extended period of time. I'll talk more about our weather and heat wave number 3 with the 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Glenn. Bonnie pleads guilty. Former Drexel student Jocelyn Kirsch is one half of the duo dubbed Bonnie and Clyde, who stole thousands in an ID theft scam. Well, Kirsch faces as much as 7 years in prison. The 22-year-old surrendered 2 weeks ago. Kirsch and her boyfriend, Edward Anderton, admit bilking friends and acquaintances out of more than $120,000. Prosecutors say they used the money to finance a lavish lifestyle, which included luxury vacations, expensive clothing, and salon visits.
She is facing a maximum penalty of 69 years in jail and a potential guideline sentence of more like 6 or 7 years in jail.
She knows she's damaged her life. You're talking about a girl that should be graduating college right now. She's 22 years old, and she's looking at years in prison.
Kirsch will be sentenced in October. Anderton has also pleaded guilty. He'll be sentenced in September. Police look for a man who sexually assaulted a woman and robbed her at knife point. He broke into a South Philly home through a rear door on the 1100 block of South Cleveland Street yesterday. The attacker took off with the woman's laptop, $22 in cash, a cell phone, cable box, and her identification. She's speaking out tonight in hopes that she will prevent other women from getting hurt.
It's indescribable. What you take certain people's lives for granted, and it's like I value my life. And I work hard for what I'm going to become and like what I do, you know, and I'm trying to be positive in my light. And like, I'm not like these people. I don't sit at home all day. I work hard at what I do. And for someone to put my life in jeopardy for a laptop, you know, for something materialistic.
Police released this sketch of the attacker tonight. He's in his mid-20s, 140 pounds, thin, muscular build, and unkept braids. If you think you recognize this man, you're asked to call police. In South Jersey, copper is king, especially with some technically savvy thieves. NBC 10's Mike Strug explains.
Well, police here in Glassboro are battling a kind of unusual crime wave, and the victims, ranging from a convenience store to a doctor's office to a church, they're getting hot about it because the thieves are taking copper tubing and other metals that are vital parts of their air conditioners.
For a crime like this, you will reap what you sow. So he would get it, whoever did it, they would get it down the line. This is God's church.
The empty shells of two of the church's 3 air conditioners are all that are left here at Glassboro's First Baptist. The thieves hit sometime after yesterday's Sunday services.
It was done, seemed like early this morning when everybody was asleep.
First Baptist was just the latest target. Earlier, the thieves hit a doctor's office, an auto supply store, even a couple of private residences, one still under construction. And then there was the one-stop shop on Delsey Drive. Hitesh Patel discovered the problem last Tuesday when he found he couldn't turn on one of his air conditioners.
When I came outside, I see all the stuff mess up everything here.
There's nothing left in there?
Nothing left because the compressor is gone, the pipe, wiring is cut, that pipe is gone too.
And all the piping is gone and nothing left but the insulation?
Nothing left except the insulation, no.
Apparently at the heart of this crime wave is the rising value of copper. In 2000, it was worth under $1 a pound. Now it's going for almost $4 a pound.
I think it's worthwhile. That's why they are doing like this stuff, yeah.
A half a dozen different places have been left without air conditioners as a result of those thefts in recent days. Police are hoping that someone comes up with a hot tip that leads to the thieves. In Glassboro, I'm Mike Strug, NBC 10 News.
There is a new uproar tonight on the campaign trail. At the center of the controversy, a cartoon of Barack Obama and his wife, Michelle, on the cover of New Yorker magazine. NBC 10's Kristen Welker is here to explain what it's all about. Kristen?
Renee, the magazine hit newsstands today and immediately touched off a political storm. Take a look. Here it is. The critics say the cover, which paints Michelle and Barack Obama as Muslim extremists, is offensive, but magazine editors say it is satire, which is defined as the use of irony or sarcasm to expose or denounce a vice. Take a look. Judge for yourselves. By all accounts, the image on the cover of this New Yorker magazine is shocking. The illustration shows Barack Obama wearing traditional Muslim garb and his wife Michelle dressed in camouflage and combat boots with an assault rifle strapped over her shoulder. The couple is standing in the Oval Office doing a fist tap. An American flag burns in the fireplace. A picture of Osama bin Laden hangs on the wall. The magazine is quick to make it clear this cartoon is poking fun at those who have tried to paint Obama as a radical Muslim.
It's a joke, it's satire, and its target, again, is the lies.
But a lot of people do not see it that way. The Obama camp calls the cover tasteless and offensive, although the candidate himself isn't talking.
I have no response to that.
But folks in our area have plenty to say. We showed it to many people for the first time, and the majority of them say the satire crosses the line.
Satire is expected, but usually there's an explanation. It's small, it's, in the black and white, maybe in the corner, but directly on the front page of a magazine, very big. It's kind of surprising.
I'm not a big fan of Obama, but I'm not for that kind of, to paint someone as like that as terrorists and burning the flag. It's not right either. I think they're going too far.
It's like an assassination against just a person in general when you put that type of stuff out there. It's just a little extreme.
But a few disagree, saying the magazine has a history of trying to make people think, and that's exactly what this bold image does.
I'm a subscriber of the New Yorker and a supporter of Senator Obama. They have every right to publish it. It's protected by the First Amendment.
And by the way, Obama's rival, Senator John McCain, has called the cover inappropriate. Live in the News Center, Kristen Welker, NBC 10 News.
All right, thank you, Kristen. Still ahead tonight, a raging river of mud slams through a small town. We'll tell you where it's happening in our video story of the night.
He is a competitor born out of the love for his 8-year-old son. Now this father-son duo is taking the world of triathlons by storm. I'm Jade McCarthy. The inspirational story in Game Changers up next.
Philly star Chase Utley says a no-no on national TV at the All-Star Home Run Derby.
And the heat wave is on the way. I'll tell you how hot it's going to get and how long it's going to last in the 7-day forecast straight ahead.
And right after the news, it's The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. What's on tap for tonight, Jay?
Hey, Renee, look, your favorite Will Ferrell on the program tonight, plus lovely actress Mary McCormick, music from James Hunter, and headlines, because it's Monday, right after the news.
Coming up tomorrow on NBC 10 News Today, Lori takes us out for another lunch spot and even tries her hand at cooking.
And I hear this week it's all about the chili, which is a word we won't be using in the weather department. I'll have the latest from Earthwatch, show you what's heading our way for the rest of the work week. John Ogden with traffic tomorrow before today.
If you're thinking of a new SUV, think about Toyota. With 6 different SUV models, whatever your needs are, wherever you'll take it, Toyota has something for you. Like a 4Runner lease for $289 a month, or $750 cash back on Highlander, or get a 27-mile-per-gallon rated RAV4. Toyota, a smart way to keep moving forward.
You only get one breakfast, so do it right. Come to McDonald's and get not one but 2 piping hot sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches for just $3 and leave breakfast to the professionals.
Guess what? Right now you can get Comcast Digital Preferred Cable
with HD and DVR service
for just $49.99 a month for 6 months.
You won't have to miss your favorite shows.
You can record shows in high def?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
HD DVR with Comcast Digital Cable.
Only $49.99 a month?
Wow. And 500 HD programming choices, too.
You will love this.
Comcast Digital Preferred Cable with HD and DVR service. Just $49.99 a month for 6 months. Call 1-800-COMCAST now.
Restaurants on digphilly.com.
Review it. Rate it. Read about it.
Only on digphilly.com.
And now to our video story of the night. Take a look at this. A raging river of mud and debris racing through the town of Independence, California. This area was hard hit by wildfires last year. So when the heavy storms hit over the weekend, well, there was little vegetation to prevent this mud flow. In some places, the muck is 300 yards wide and 3 feet deep. And now the latest on the national mortgage crisis. It sounds like something out of the Christmas movie classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Worried customers flood a California bank demanding their money. Now on Friday, the government took control of IndyMac. Today, customers lined up outside its branches trying to withdraw their money or get answers about the fate of their funds. The government insures accounts up to $100,000 for individuals and $250,000 for most retirement accounts. The problem is for people who have larger bank accounts. They're only getting 50 cents for every dollar above $100,000.
I'm never going to put anything over $100,000 again. Never.
Other banks may also be in trouble, but the government has signaled that it will jump in to reassure investors and depositors. Just last weekend, the Federal Reserve took action to shore up mortgage giants Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. The Treasury is asking Congress to increase their line of credit, making more money available if needed. Well, members of Congress want to tie the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac bailout to a plan to help thousands of people who are facing foreclosure. The Foreclosure Aid Plan had been facing a tough time in Congress, but Democratic leaders say adding it to the mortgage bailout bill will help get it passed. It is expected to hit the president's desk sometime next week. A triathlon is an individual goal to run, swim, and bike. Each event a test of a person's endurance. But for this week's Game Changer, the inspiration to compete in last month's Philadelphia Triathlon comes from another person, a person he is not willing to leave behind. NBC 10's Jade McCarthy is here now with the story of a father-son team. Hi, Jade.
Hi, Renee. Well, each event of a triathlon, running, swimming, and biking, reminds so many of us of childhood afternoons in the neighborhood, at the park, always with friends. Yet they are joyful times that 8-year-old Brandon Kukowski cannot enjoy, at least not on his own. His father is changing all that because together, Ted and Brandon Kukowski are a team.
Brandon was born with schizencephaly. The condition is similar to cerebral palsy in a way.
Princess, Brandon, kiss.
Easy. I mean, his brain did not develop in utero.
Brandon, you want to play Frisbee with Princess?
Brandon's going to throw. We found that doing things that the normal kids would do has been really positive and stimulating for him.
Does it make you happy?
We're just happy with like the little things. We're happy he can smile, he can giggle.
Brandon, do you want to go for a run? Do you want to go in your racing wheelchair? Let's go. When Brandon was an infant, I took him out on a few runs in a baby jogger, and I found that he seemed to be really soothed by running.
What's going on, Brandon? Like the wind in your face?
As time went on, we started running a little more. People always told me, oh, maybe you should try competing in a full marathon. And I said, no way, I'm not built for that. It's not for me.
You ready to go on your boat?
We've competed in 3 half marathons and I think 11 triathlons now. And we're just having a blast with it. My only intention was I just wanted to go out with my son and have a good time and spend quality time with him.
You good?
I'm just really humbled and honored that it does have a positive effect on other people. To compete in one of these events itself is, it gives you quite an adrenaline rush.
All right.
To see the positive effect that it has on my son, it's absolutely amazing. I think Brandon's actually feeling that he's actually out competing in the race himself.
His cognition like improved so much, and when he went to school, even the therapists everywhere were like, oh my God, he's like a totally different kid. Brandon!
You know, people are always talking to him while we're on the run.
Right. Here we go.
The best part of the run is obviously when we get towards the finish.
That is Ted Kukowski.
And there's usually a large crowd there cheering us on, and that really stimulates Brandon. It means a lot to him.
He swam with his son, he biked with his son, and he's finishing with his son.
We don't know what tomorrow brings for us.
Congratulations.
I don't know you, but you're my hero right now. Oh, thanks. Nice to meet you. Thank you. That's awesome.
My biggest goal is to keep him happy and allow him the opportunity to enjoy life, while we're blessed with him here.
Well, Ted and Brandon will continue to inspire others around them as they share in childhood joys together. This Sunday, they will compete in the New York City Triathlon. If you know someone who is amazing others by changing the game, let us know. Go to NBC10.com, click on Sports, and look for Game Changers. I'm Jade McCarthy, NBC 10 Sports.
Wow, what a story. Well, it's weather time, and we have some nice, comfortable weather. Not going to last too long. 83 degrees for the high today. The temperature kept down because of the clouds. 68 for the low. It's in the upper 60s, some areas north and west, which is nice and comfortable for this time of the night at this time of the year. Look at the ocean temperatures climbing. 68 degrees in Cape May, right on the ocean, compared to the 50s last week. Told you it was going to warm up. There it goes. There's the line of clouds, some showers that we got earlier today, but look how dry it is back 1,000 miles or more. So no problem with the clearing skies tonight. In New Jersey, comfortable 66 for the low. In the city, 59 in the suburbs. The dry air, courtesy of the high pressure, west winds coming in. It's not going to bring cooler weather. It's bringing less humid weather. And then the heat starts to build up. More and more of those southwest winds, and those temperatures are going to keep climbing. We're not talking about necessarily upper 90s like we saw with our first heat wave in early June, but certainly the low 90s, maybe even mid 90s before this is done with. And this could be a more extended heat wave, maybe a little bit of a break over the weekend, and then we could see more later next week, as you'll see in just a minute. Bertha is still a tropical storm starting to move away from Bermuda, but it may become a hurricane again, and it's still going to stay on the map for the rest of the week and into the weekend, at least according to the National Hurricane Center. That's pretty amazing for so early in the season. Sunny and warmer tomorrow, high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, but the humidity not too bad. And at the shore, if you want to escape the heat, great place, great weather for an entire week. If you have vacation this week, you are lucky. 90 degrees for Wednesday, 92 Thursday. We keep going up a little bit each day, a little bit warmer each night, and then some showers and storms coming in by late in the weekend with a front, but it doesn't look like it's going to be much of a front because behind it it's going to start warming up again, and then it's hot by the middle of next week. Tomorrow, sunshine, it's going to be nice, a little on the warm side, but nothing like the rest of the week. And for weather information, whenever you want it, NBC's Weather Plus. It's on Comcast Digital Channel 248.
I'm by Sikahema, King of Prussia, site of the brawl at the mall. No more boxing, but John Clark and I, we're fighting for our lives. Nonetheless, we'll tell you about it. Tennis, anyone, coming up in sports.
NBC 10 News Earthwatch, sponsored by your local Lincoln Mercury dealer.
NBC10.com, the #1 television website in Philly.
There's never been a better time to do something completely sensible with your money. Hurry in to Hyundai's Dollars and Cents sales event and get up to $2,000 cash back on Hyundai's fuel-efficient sedans with up to 33 miles per gallon, like the 2009 Sonata, for thousands less than the Toyota Camry or Honda Accord. Hyundai's Dollars and Cents sales event. So many ways to save some money on a new car. So little time to save. Right now, get a Hyundai sedan for up to $2,000 cash back.
The latest winning lottery numbers brought to you by your Quality Plus Ford dealers.
The Ford F-Series has stood by the American worker for 60 years.
It's the truck that helped build this country. And we're proud to build the trucks America still counts on every day.
So to help you get the F-150 or Super Duty you need,
we're standing by you again with employee pricing.
Now you pay what I pay.
Just when you need it most, our best offer of the year.
And a great time to drive one.
Now get employee pricing plus up to $3,500 cash back from your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
He worked his way through college and Harvard Law, turned down big money offers, and helped lift neighborhoods stung by job loss, fought for workers' rights. He passed a law to move people from welfare to work, slashed the rolls by 80%, passed tax cuts for workers, health care for kids. As president, he'll end tax breaks for companies that export jobs, reward those that create jobs in America, and never forget the dignity that comes from work.
Honey, did you know the Philadelphia Inquirer offers coupons, contests, and savings offers worth up to $3,000 a week? And it's only 75 cents a day.
It's a real avalanche of savings, dear.
The crazy amount of money you just saw falling does not represent the actual amount of savings in the Inquirer. Your own savings may vary.
The Philadelphia Inquirer. Information, commentary, community listings, sports, and an avalanche of savings every day.
Johnny, you know I love the smell of fresh Genovese basil.
Basil mixed in with our lemon butter sauce makes our chicken brine delicious.
Goat cheese, sun-dried tomatoes. You know, great ingredients make great food.
Like figs. They add a natural sweetness to our chicken with port wine and fig sauce.
Figs, apples, port wine, reduced down to make a wonderful sauce.
Pair that with our chicken brine, you have Piatti di Polo. 2 great flavors on one dish. At Carrabba's, good things happen around our table.
It's Mazda's 10-car dash. Ten great Mazdas, one great offer. Now with 0% APR financing and 0 down payment. Mazda's 10-car dash model year closeout. Dash in. Offer ends soon.
All right, by Sikahema, King of Prussia, site of World Team Tennis, NBC 10, a proud sponsor. New York beat the Philadelphia Freedom tonight, 21-15. Speaking of New York, we'll have more on the tennis a little bit later on. Speaking of New York, Chase Utley in New York, in the Big Apple for the home run hitting contest. And boy, will he have some explaining to do in the next couple of days because he let out an expletive on national TV when he was booed by the New York fans at his introduction. Take a listen.
From the Philadelphia Phillies, Chase Utley. He was not up.
Chase Utley hitting 5 home runs tonight in the first round. This is probably the most impressive one. That one reached the upper deck, but he did not make it out of the first round. How about Josh Hamilton of the Texas Rangers? What a monster night he had. He hit 28 home runs, but did not win the home run hitting contest. All right, football. Donovan McNabb has pronounced himself well and healthy, ready to go, despite having tendonitis in his shoulders in the offseason. He's ready to go to training camp. And Brett Favre, how about him? Says he wants his release from the Green Bay Packers immediately because he says he was never committed to retiring, but the Packers pressured him into it because they wanted to go with Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback. So we will see if this happens because the Packers say, no, we're not going to release you. If you're going to come back, you're going to come back as a backup. He does not want to do that. All right, World Team Tennis. Let's not worry about that. We've already told you we're going to show you some world-class tennis. Here it is. John Clark and I taking on legendary John McEnroe. There he is, and he's about to serve one up to Clarkie. Clarkie hits it wide. All right, my turn to serve, and I'm serving to Michael Barkan of Comcast. Look at that nice form. Yes, it's in. Barkan hits it wide. Despite that, we lose, but of course, John McEnroe's on the other side of the net, so hey, what can you do? All right, that's sports. We'll have much more tomorrow. By Sikahema, King of Prussia. Back to you guys in studio.
Vi, talking about nice form. I haven't had a chance to talk to you, but I was at your fight on Saturday, as Glenn was. We are so proud of you. You were amazing.
Oh, hey, bless your heart. We're glad it's over. My wife said, as you know, Renee, my wife says you're done boxing, so I'm done.
Good. Exactly. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. All right. We'll see you later. Thanks, Vi.
All right.
We'll be right back.
NBC 10 News Sports sponsored by $5 footlongs only at Subway restaurants for a limited time.
Ode to the Subway $5 footlong. For a meal both your appetite and your wallet can passionately embrace. Dig into an entire foot of fantabulous flavor for a freakishly low $5. That's 41.7 cents a delicious inch. So high five Abe Lincoln and liquidate your hunger with the massively meaty sub. Any regular footlong, just $5 each. Only at Subway restaurants. Subway, eat fresh.
The Dodge $2.99 Gas Guarantee Plus ends soon.
Right now, when you buy or lease most Dodge vehicles, you'll pay just $2.99 a gallon for gas or diesel in each of the next 3 years for up to the first 12,000 miles per year.
Plus, get $3,000 bonus cash allowance on Ram 1500.
And I get a lifetime powertrain warranty.
Get the Gas Guarantee, plus up to $3,000 bonus cash allowance on select models, plus the best warranty in the business. Hurry, because an offer like this is too good to last.
Record gas prices, a climate in crisis. John McCain says solve it now with a balanced plan. Alternative energy, conservation, suspending the gas tax, and more production here at home. He's pushing his own party to face climate change. But Barack Obama, for conservation, but he just says no to lower gas taxes. No to nuclear, no to more production, no new solutions. Barack Obama, just the party line. The Republican National Committee is responsible for the content of this advertising.
If you're thinking of a new SUV, think about Toyota. With 6 different SUV models, whatever your needs are, wherever you'll take it, Toyota has something for you. Like the 2008 Sequoia. Get $1,000 bonus cash with 0% financing for 60 months or $4,000 cash back. Toyota, a smart way to keep moving forward.
Okay, so you're all set with Verizon Fios. Pretty amazing picture, huh?
Wow. 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 Wow.
Wow. Picture quality PC magazine calls stunning. This is what happens when Verizon brings fiber optics straight to your home. Switch to Fios TV Premiere today and get our summer movie pass free for 90 days, plus 4 free movies on demand. This is Fios. This is big.
The Jeep $299 Gas Guarantee Plus ends soon.
Right now, when you buy or lease most Jeep vehicles, you'll pay just $2.99 a gallon for gas or diesel in each of the next 3 years for up to the first 12,000 miles per year.
Plus, get $2,000 bonus cash allowance on Grand Cherokee and Commander.
And I get a lifetime powertrain warranty.
Get the gas guarantee, plus $2,000 bonus cash allowance on select models, plus the best warranty in the business. Hurry, because an offer like this is too good to last.
Well, the Tonight Show with Jay Leno is next. I'm Renee Chanel Fatah. For Tim, who's off, Glenn, Vi, all of us here at NBC 10, thanks for watching. Now, don't change that channel before going to bed. You can wake up with the NBC 10 News team today starting at 5 a.m. Have a good night.